Hello folks, this is Nick Walker here to show you some basic vocabulary for Excel as well as 4 beginning functions. I want to first quickly review the basic layout of an Excel spreadsheet. To start, you have your basic cell, which is a single box within an Excel sheet. Next, you have your columns and your rows. Column being the vertical group of cells, rows being horizontal group of cells. Now the great thing about Excel is that it assigns every single cell a specific code. And this is particularly useful as it allows teachers to quickly locate and organize specific information such as grades, supplies, lists, etc. So for example, the cell code for this would be the letter of the column that it's under and the number of the row that it's in. So this would be B4. Next we have our range, which is any group of more than one cell. So this can be a range, or this, or this. Pretty much any group of cells that you can create by clicking and dragging. We have our ribbon, which is the formatting menu running along the top of your sheet, right up here. And within the ribbon, you have your tab options. You have tables, charts, smart art, formulas, etc. Finally, you have the sheets themselves, which are listed at the bottom of your page and make up your entire workbook. So you have sheet 1, where I already have information input. You have sheet 2, and you can make as many sheets as you want. Now, let's get into some functions. So no matter what actions you're trying to do within Excel, a helpful phrase to remember is select to effect, since in order for the action to apply to a given cell or range, it has to be selected first. Second, when inputting information or formatting a cell, you must remember that there is a difference between being on a cell with a single tap, or I'm on that cell, and being in an actual cell with a double tap. For example, if I want to change the spelling in a cell, if I just click on it once and start typing, it will erase the original info. Instead, what you want to do is double click so that you can go inside the cell rather than simply being on the cell. All right, first let's look into how to resize columns. Sometimes you will need to resize your column so that all your information in the cells in that column can be clearly seen. In order to do that, you simply move your cursor to in between two columns until you see this symbol with two black arrows going in opposite directions. You will simply double click and the column will widen to fit all your information inside. If you want to perform this action with multiple columns, you would simply click and drag over all the columns that you want to affect and fix and click in between any two of the selected columns. Just like that, and it expands all the information so that it fits. As a note, this works the same way for resizing rows. Now next, for sorting information, you'll simply select the information that you want to sort. So let's say we want to sort these different percentage ratings from highest to lowest. And you would go up into your data tab, click on that, and then you'd find the sort button in the menu down here. It's going to be right there. And choose in the menu how you want the information to be sorted. You could do ascending, descending, what have you. So if we click that, and we continue with our current selection, it sorts all of the information in ascending order just like we wanted. All right, let's look at filtering information. This is useful, for example, if you're trying to find all of the students within a certain grade sheet that you've created for an assignment. So for filtering, it is a similar process to sorting. You're going to select the categories that you want to sort. So in this case, title, year released, rating, yada, yada, yada. And then you're going to go into the Data tab, unless it's already open. Find the Filter button, and you will, when you click on it, it creates these little tiny arrow boxes in the corners of your category cells. And when you open those menus, like let's say we wanted to sort the ratings for these different movies, you're going to open the menu and choose the information you want to include or hide in that list. So we would deselect all, and I just want to see the ones with G rating, or include the PG, etc. So we're going to deselect that, get everything back to the way it was, and turn off filter. Finally, we have autofill, which is a major time saver when you have to repeatedly input similar information or put in information that follows simple patterns. So what you're going to do is single click on a cell with information that you want to repeat. This will bring up a tiny blue box in the corner of the cell, which you can drag down a column like so, or across a row to input that repeated information. So when we do that, repeats drama all the way down. All right. If you want to input patterned information, simply select a range of 2 cells by clicking and drag the autofill box in the corner down or across again, and Excel will automatically recognize the pattern. All right, well, it looks like that's all the time that we have. Thanks so much for watching, and that's all I have for now. Take care, guys.